One day, I suddenly woke up. But that waking was a shock for me because the moment I woke up, the first thing that I saw was the people who have something to do with me in my life sitting and crying there. I went to my mom, I called her, she couldn't hear me. I went to my husband and my kid, they couldn't hear me. I went to my father, my brother, my relatives, none of them could hear me. I was walking through the corridor to understand what is happening, and suddenly I noticed one man who was standing at the corner of the house and he was waving at me. I was like, oh, at least one person is there who can hear me and see me. I ran and went to the person and I asked him, what is happening here? Who are you? I don't know you. Who are you? And only you can see me and hear me. What is happening? He replied, you can call me Yamraj or you can call me the messenger of death. I am here to take you and go. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? I just went to sleep and you're telling me that I am dead? I ran inside my room to see what is happening there, and what I saw was my reflection or my body was on the bed. And everyone was sitting there and they were looking at my body and they were crying. And I realized, yes, my time is over. I ran back to the person. I started requesting. I started begging in front of him and I told, please leave me and go. Please don't take me and go. There are so many things which is pending. I have to do a lot of things. I cannot come with you right now. Please leave me and go. I was literally requesting and begging at him. And at a moment he felt okay. He said, okay woman, I will leave you and go. But you give me one good reason. Why should I leave you and go? I told, you're asking me for one reason? I can give you 10 different reasons. My son is very small. He needs me. My husband cannot live without me. My mom and dad are getting old. They need me to take care of them. I have so many people in my life who cannot live without me. Yamraj was like, okay, so are you telling me that these are the reasons so that I should leave you here and go? They can live even without you also. So in short, you are already dead. Then what is the point in staying back? I was like, what are you telling? Are you telling me that I should not be taking care of all of them? Then the messenger of death said, you should, but are you taking care of yourself? Very true. That is when I woke up. And the moment I woke up, I realized that that was a dream to my content. Then I started thinking, because it was a dream and it was Yamraj in my dream, I got option. But actually, do you think Yamraj is going to give you any option? Not exactly, right? So in dream, I got the option. But with that option, I started thinking what I have done in my life for myself. I realized nothing. Whatever I was doing for the people around me, not for myself. What I was lacking in my life was self-love. Some people call the self-love as selfishness. Please don't get confused. Selfishness is not self-love. Self-love is an honest validation. Self-love is loving yourself and accepting yourself the way you are, not changing yourself for others. And now, let me ask you a question. Do you think self-love is important? Why is it important? It is important for one simple reason. Because no one else in this world will take care of yourself the way you will do for yourself. You want to be a better parent, you want to be a better husband, you want to be a better wife, you want to be a better colleague, you want to be a better team member, you want to be a better owner, you want to be anything better. You should love yourself first. You should keep yourself first. And this simple lesson is being taught by us, the nature itself. Just look around you. There you will see so many plants which gives you vegetables and fruits, right? The moment we plant the seed, is it like the next day itself it is going to give you fruit? No. What does it do first? First, it takes care of itself. It spreads its roots on the soil. It extracts the minerals and water from the soil. It grows its leaves out. It makes sure that its stem is thick enough to hold the weight of that fruit. And that is when even a simple plant is giving you a fruit. But what are you doing with yourself? You avoid your health. You avoid your happiness. You avoid everything, and we call it as sacrifice. But I term it as disrespect to self. Unless you learn to love and respect yourself, you cannot accept it from anyone else. In a group photo, wherein you know that you are there, whose face will be the first thing that you will search? For sure, it will be your own picture that you will search in that group. So in that also, subconsciously it is there that the one human nature is very much interested in own self, in your own self. Still, what do? We don't take care. We live for others, right? So my request to you all, start loving yourself. Unless you start loving yourself, you will not be able to do anything. You will drastically fail. Even the key to success is self-love. Even if you want to make something better in your life, it is self-love. Unless you accept and unless you learn to love yourself, you cannot make difference in your life. Got it? And now, how will you love yourself? It is very simple. Eliminate toxic relationship. Anyone in your life who makes you feel that you are less than amazing doesn't deserve to be in your life. Throw them out, no matter who it is. Get rid of stinking thoughts. What happens is we always think a lot like, am I worth it? Can I do this? Can I do that? All these things comes to our mind. And we always get content with what we have, thinking that, okay, this is what my worth is. When you feel that this is your worth, how the people around you is going to understand your worth? Got it? And in success, if you want to be a successful person, first mantra itself is self-love. Unless you start loving yourself, you will not be able to be a successful person. And treat yourself well. Unless you treat yourself well, you cannot expect people around to treat yourself well. So self-love is very, very important. And now, why should we do self-love? Because self-love is a reminder, it is a practice. It will help you understand that you are the main focus. In whatever you do, you are the focus. If you are loving your family, it is because you love yourself. If you love your job, it is because you love yourself. If you are doing something for others, it is because you love yourself. It is because you expect yourself to be the focus. Second thing, the way you care for yourself, no one else is going to take care of you. So, self-love is important. And the most important thing, you are the person with whom you spend maximum time in your life. Hence, you are the only person who can pull you up or push you down in any given situation. No one else will come. It is your thoughts, it is your love for yourself which is going to decide whether you are going to go up or you are going to go down. So in short, as the famous English actor Robert Mosley says, to fall in love with yourself is the first secret of happiness. You want to be happy, you fall in love with you over and over and over again. Thank you.